to introduce Melissa Dickson today, and she brought a team with her that she'll introduce. Melissa Dickson is the co-founder of the Good Sign Coffee. After years of talking about a coffee business concept with her business partner, Danielle Rohrbach, they met through an internship program with the School of the Deaf, and the coffee shop idea became reality last year when they launched Good Sign Coffee. Melissa's a native of Wapakoneta, Ohio. Anyone else know anyone famous from Wapak? My college roommate was from Wapak. And yes, I learned all about him. And graduated from The Ohio State University with a communications and marketing degree. Melissa is married, lives in Hilliard with 2 boys who are 10 and 4. Her career took her to various opportunities in both the corporate and small business sectors. And then she decided to go out on her own full-time in 2011. She founded Dickson Hospitality, which was a travel, event planning, and event hospitality company. As a small business owner, she felt the isolation that working from home day in and day out can bring. So in 2019, The Merchant launched in Old Town East. And she'll tell you what The Merchant is. It was the first co-working private office space in that area, featuring both virtual and private offices, event space, conference rental, and she did this with her partner, Danielle. After years of talking about a coffee business concept and a wonderful relationship that developed with her partner, the Good Sign Coffee launched in 2022. Her presentation today is Good Sign Coffee, a place where everyone is heard. Let's give a warm Rotary welcome to Melissa Dickson.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. My heels are tall enough today. Good afternoon. Thank you for the warm welcome, and on behalf of Good Sign Coffee, thank you for having us here today. As he mentioned, I've been living in Columbus for 22 years, and I truly love this city. What a great place to live, raise a family, and start these many adventures in business. In 2019, Danielle and I partnered together on a co-working private office event space called The Merchant Columbus. Shortly after, once we began this venture, we opened in 2020 right before COVID hit. With this business, we wanted to look out into the community and see where we could truly make a difference. We began talking with the Ohio School for the Deaf and developed a partnership. They have a 4+ program, a program that focuses on postgraduate studies, education, experience, job training, and job coaching for these students once they graduate high school, those who do not choose to go to college but truly want to gain that experience to go into the workforce. We quickly became involved by doing mock interviews, company connections through our own personal relationships. We had our own interns, and we introduced them to other companies within our own space at the Merchant Columbus. As he mentioned, we've always had a coffee dream, thus Good Sign Coffee was born. Our mission at Good Sign Coffee is simple. We focus on employing, creating awareness for the deaf through coffee, merchandise, and overall job opportunities. Through coffee and connections, we hope to lessen the employment gap and celebrate the culture and community. Why coffee? 3 simple reasons. The first is community. Columbus has a thriving community within both coffee and a thriving deaf community here locally in Columbus. We see this through all these great local coffee roasters. We see it through coffee festivals. We even see it with Experience Columbus with their wonderful coffee trail. And did you know that Columbus, Ohio is also ranked in top 10 cities of deaf population? Conversation, that's an easy one. How many times have you had a great meeting over a wonderful cup of coffee? Who doesn't love to be able to have those meetings, share with other business ideas, business stories? It's personally one of my favorites. With conversation, we can bring together two languages, both English and ASL together. Collaborations are third on why coffee. Through coffee and connections, we can create change, make an impact, and we encourage you all today to look within your own businesses, and we hope to be able to start a great collaboration. The fun slide, meet our team. Mark Goucher and AJ Sen are both students of the 4+ program at the Ohio School for the Deaf. They assist us with inventory management, social media, marketing, coffee distribution, packaging, label, and overall raising awareness about who and what we're doing here in the Columbus, Ohio community. Derek Dickson is our outreach specialist. Derek is customer-facing at our events, our markets, and helping us to create viable partnerships in the city. The lady behind the scene that you all don't see up there is Emily Goddardam. Emily graciously put together our slideshow presentation today and helps us on a various between the merchant and Good Sign Coffee. She's a viable part of our team. Danielle Rohrbach, who's also with me here today, is my business partner. And together, we all work together in formulating relationships, getting the word out, and raising awareness about what we're doing here in Columbus. Derek was not able to be here today, but we wanted to introduce him, and so I have a video here where we can all take a moment and meet Derek.
Hi, my name is Derek. I was born in Columbus, Ohio, graduated from Upper Arlington High School in 2008. Then went to Rochester Institute of Technology in Rochester, New York for business and accounting. I know, such a cool place, right? Then moved to Houston, Texas for a job opportunity. I was a technology deafness specialist for almost 6 years when I moved to Hartford, Connecticut shortly after for another opportunity. I was a residential counselor for the American School of the Deaf, the first deaf school in America. I then decided it was time to move home to family and friends, where I was able to help out with Good Sign Coffee. Our mission is to help bring awareness to the deaf community. I look forward to meeting everybody. Thank you very much.
As you can see, Derek is very employable. He's had a lot of opportunities. Some have been limited. It's caused him to have to move around a lot to a lot of different states. Derek has probably lived in 7 different cities. He's only mentioned a few on the video. Several times, the companies he's worked for, they lost their funding. They've lost their support from the state. And so Derek is now living here in Columbus. He's helping us here with Good Sign Coffee, and we're so excited to have him a part of our team. The current resources available to the deaf community, they are available, but a lot of times it's difficult for these people to get opportunities within jobs, to open doors within new employment. A lot of times the customer-facing jobs, the interface, talking with people, they're very hard for these people to get these opportunities. Many people are not aware on how to open their doors or even start the employment process. So today I tell you, how can we support? Do we have any coffee drinkers in the house? Yeah, let me see those hands. At Good Sign Coffee, we offer corporate coffee subscriptions. Our current coffee offering is Peru. We purchase over 20% of this year's crop from a farm. The farm that we work with is both environmentally conscious and traceable beans. They offer wonderful wages to their employees. This Peru coffee, we roasted and profiled ourselves with our Good Sign team, and it's only available through Good Sign Coffee. Another way to support us is follow us on social media. Help spread the word. Tell your friends, tell other company and businesses that you're affiliated with about what we're doing here in Columbus. And the third way, we're all about making connections. At Good Sign Coffee, we want to help connect employers with the 4+ program. We want to just open these doors and truly lessen that employment gap. The next slide will be a story of how a construction company exemplifies this opportunity, and one of the Ohio School of the Deaf 4+ students has a great opportunity that turned into a job employment.
My name is Dimitro Rogers. I am from Ukraine and my family adopted me. In the summer, August 29th, I submitted an application and got hired. I'm the only deaf person among the hearing crew. I am really enjoying learning all about construction and all of that from an application that stemmed from a mock interview.
So as a construction firm, anytime you bring someone new on board, there's an orientation process. You're going through the paperwork and you're making sure that they understand the safety, the quality, the components that they're going to need when they're on the job site. And so I think when we started to work with the School of Deaf and bringing DEMA on board, there's always a time where you don't know what you don't know. And so there's uncertainty around that. How are we going to navigate communication? How are we going to make sure that someone is safe when they are out on a job site? As soon as we started working with the School of Deaf, as soon as we had the interpreter in the room with our safety director, I think we found that the process was much easier than everybody expected.
The first day, he was kind of hesitant on interacting with the crew, which is totally understandable. But after, I would say, 2 or 3 weeks, the crew was comfortable with him. He was comfortable with everybody. They took DEMA under their wing.
When I was first hired on, it was a steep learning curve, working with a bunch of hearing people, which I've done before, and is a skill I've developed. I met everyone, learned their names. They showed me the different aspects of the job, made me aware of any dangers, got me in my hard hat, gear, and safety equipment. I've been able to grow and learn a lot from this role. I work with a partner who acts as a mentor. So to start, it was a learning curve, but I've been able to grow, get comfortable with the work, and gain experience.
You know, when he gets done with one thing, when he first started, you know, as soon as he got done, he texted me on what to do after that.
Absolutely. I could see myself staying with Danis for many years. I really like working with Danis and enjoy the team. They are supportive and we work well together, which has been great. They have helped me learn, and many of them are even curious to learn sign language. We are able to engage with each other, which has been great.
And quite frankly, everything that I've heard about DEMA out on our job site, he's been absolutely wonderful, part of the team, an integral portion of the success that we've had out there for that client, delivering a quality product. So this is the moment where I kind of give a call to action to anyone else out in our industry or any other company, quite frankly. When it comes to someone who's deaf, the answer is yes. Make sure that you align with that organization, understand their needs, the people that are coming in to your potential company, and saying yes, figuring it out. At the end of the day, it's not as hard as you might think, and they're a person. I know just everything that I've heard about DEMA, we would hire 15 more DEMAs to come out onto our job sites.
With us today is Dustin Rohrbach and Brandon Reese with Danis Construction. So I'd like to welcome them. We wanted to invite them. Dustin was one of the individuals that we had help us with the mock interviews. And I remember that day we were at the Ohio School for the Deaf, and we walked out of that meeting, and Dustin was like, this kid is amazing. We've got to make something happy here. And he made the steps. He talked to his team, the safety director, as Brandon mentioned in the video. And it's amazing how just one moment in your life can really say, let's make this happen and impact someone else's life. So as Brandon said in the video, just say yes. So this is the call to action that I look out into the room and I see all these wonderful businesses, individuals. We'd love to align with you. We'd love to figure it out. We've done it ourselves at the Merchant Columbus. Danis Construction's done it. We want to support. there's a lot of services and resources here in the Columbus, Ohio, with interpreters, job coaches, resources through Deaf Services Center, resources through Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities. We're here to help at Good Sign Coffee not only give you great coffee, but also navigate those steps to help employ and truly lessen this employment gap. Here's some of our other partners on the screen. Since we are community-based, some of the events that we also are going to be participating in, we've reached out with the Wexner Center for the Arts. They actually have a deaf artist coming at the end of March, and we'll be able to sell our Good Sign coffee there in collaboration with them. And they are talking about doing a deaf cafe monthly on campus to encourage students, include the ASL program at both Columbus State and Ohio State University. So we're super excited about that opportunity. Deaf Nation, Columbus, Ohio was chosen as one of the 6 cities where Deaf Nation Expo will be coming this year in 2023. Coffee Festival, we're excited to have a presence there this year. And any other events, if you have events that you think Good Sign Coffee would be a good fit, please talk with us afterwards. We'd love to collaborate. And then in my closing, we're happy to discuss ways to help. We're excited to share our mission of employing through Good Sign Coffee and coffee subscriptions and collaborating with all these businesses like yours to continue to support and employ our mission. And finally, as a fun treat, we have a coffee sample of our Good Sign Coffee Peru blend for each of you to take home. It also has a QR code, so if you're interested in learning more, our website is on there and all of our social media. So I hope that we get a lot of followers after this call, after this meeting. And I look forward at this time to taking any questions from the audience. Yes.
You said you have your own coffee farm where you source. Where is that?
We work with a coffee farm in Peru. So we purchased over 20% of their crop for the 2022 season. We work with a local roaster here in Columbus, Ohio, One Line Coffee. So they roast our coffee, and we were actually able, our team was able to go there, choose the beans, do the profiling, select the roast level. It was an amazing experience. Yeah, thank you. Any other? Yes.
Do you have 2 questions?
Yes.
Number one, where can we purchase retail? And then second of all, do you have different types of roasting, like for espresso or light morning blend, anything?
Yeah. So where can you purchase? Currently, we are online only. We're operating out of the Merchant Columbus offices, so the goal eventually is to have a brick and mortar coffee shop here in Columbus. But as many of you know, owning businesses and being a part of business, you have to start somewhere. And so as we are here today, raising awareness, getting the word out, growing our audience so that we can eventually have that brick and mortar, a place where everyone is heard, a place where everyone can come, in ASL and any language can be spoken together fluently. Different blends, we also do have a Guatemala offering on our website as well. We literally just launched this past fall, so we're excited to be offering more coffees and more roasts in the months to come. Yep. Any other questions? Yes.
Did Dima arrive at your facility already trained in understanding sign language?
Did Dima? Yes, so Dima, he was a student of the 4+ program, and one of the services that the school, the deaf, provides is sometimes when you come from other countries, ASL is actually an American Sign Language. So he had some other sign language from Ukraine, and so he actually had to learn some American Sign Language as well. So he was able to work with interpreters, with job coaches there, and then Danis worked with them as well. Did that answer your question? Okay.
Excuse me, what's the full scope of all the businesses in which you're involved?
The scope?
What?
Like myself personally?
Yeah, do you own the Merchant building?
So Danielle Rohrbach, my business partner, and I own the Merchant. And through the Merchant, we formulated the partnership with the Ohio School for the Deaf. and was seeing what the lack of opportunity was in some realms. I mean, they're definitely making great strides. They have a partnership with Ohio State with, I believe it's their landscape department, so they have interns going there. I know they have some interns going to Fortner, but there's only 3 teachers in that program. And their main focus is to really educate and to give these students their time to get them ready to be able to live on their own. Because a lot of these students, they're still learning those skills. And so when Danielle and I saw this, we really wanted to make a difference. We wanted to take our connections that we have here in the city and open more doors. I mean, I love connecting with people, and that's one way that I truly feel Good Sign Coffee can make a great impact. Yes.
So I'm actually the director of the Cinema Columbus Film Festival, but across the hall from me is Opera Columbus, and they have actually partnered with 4 other opera companies across the country and put together 3 short videos. All the opera performers are deaf, and they sign the whole thing. There's music behind it, but I don't know, you may want to reach out to Opera Columbus. They're extraordinary short films, and we're hoping to show them at the film festival.
Yeah, that's amazing. No, thank you for that. We'll definitely connect after this. Yeah. Yes.
The Columbus City Schools has 2 career technical education high schools. I don't know if any of the students there are deaf. If there are, would they have an internship opportunity with you? Because all students in those programs have to have a certain number of internship hours to graduate.
Okay. I mean, we're definitely open to exploring. I mean, we're not 100% dedicated to just one Ohio School for the Deaf 4+ program. So Derek, who you met through the video, he was mainstreamed through Upper Arlington High School. So Upper Arlington has the program where if they want to be mainstream and not go to school at the School of the Deaf, they can actually attend that school. They provide interpreters. I believe the CHIP program is still with Columbus City Schools. So there's definitely lots of opportunities here in Columbus. But thank you. We'll look into that as well. Okay, sounds good. Any other questions or yes?
Where are you primarily marketing your coffee? To individuals, to companies?
Yeah, our main focus where we truly feel as if we can grow the awareness the strongest is the corporate partnerships. And from there, you'll see a QR code that you can just scan, like unfortunately we all have to do now at restaurants. But if someone at home loves the coffee that they drink at their office, they can definitely purchase it at home. And we deliver, we ship, but we just truly feel like the biggest impact we can make at Good Sign Coffee is developing these relationships in your workplaces to not only drink our coffee, but to also employ people and to lessen this employment gap that truly exists here, not only in Columbus, but beyond. Yes.
Will this be your first year at Coffee Fest?
Yes. Yeah, we've attended the last 2 years and absolutely loved it. And this will be our first year. Yeah, we're excited. Any other questions? All right, well, thank you so much for having my team and I. It was an honor to be here, and I hope to talk with many of you following. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa, for that. So with our program here, we give a donation to the Freedom a la carte on behalf of your group and Good Sign Coffee. So I appreciate that. Thank you.